sorcery thrived, and wild adventure was forever in the offing. A deadly sorcerer is called out of nightmare by a ruthless king driven into evil. And a mystical sword is forged for a mighty warrior who rises out of legend to topple a kingdom. The Sword and the Sorcerer.
Time. One man will control the entire civilized world.
Cromwell's power, Cromwell's pride, and Cromwell's flesh shall be mine!
A titanic struggle between good and evil that determines the fate of an entire dynasty. Dungeons and dragons, serpents and splendor, wizards and witches, danger and desire. And the mightiest of all heroes, in the greatest of all adventures. The Sword and the Sorcerer.
Hello there, my flock, and welcome back to the Badraven channel with your host, of course, the Badraven in the Badraven's Nest. And I am a very happy camper today because you can tell by the description I've got something that I've been wanting for a long, long time, and I never thought in a million years it would go all the way to 4K Blu-ray and jump completely over from DVD to 4K. And yes, you know what I'm talking about. We're talking about The Sword and the Sorcerer 4K from the Shout Factory. I just want to give you a little background on this movie because I love this movie so much, and I've been waiting for a long time for it to be presented, so I'm very excited. So kind of overlook my craziness right now, but this movie is a B movie at its best because it's very low budget. It has everything a science fiction, well, a science fantasy person would want in a movie. You got the damsel in distress. You got the ultimate hero with the vendetta against the people that have wronged him and to protect her, to save her. And that is something that just as a fantasy person, I just love to see in these types of movies. Even though the budget was low, they had a great supporting cast. I thought the acting was a little not great, but you kind of overlooked that. But I think, all in all, I think it was a great movie for the 80s and a great movie for me to grow up and watch. And I loved watching this movie when it came on. And I just can't wait to see it in its pristine look. So this is our unboxing of this. And I want to show you my DVD of this first. This is the DVD that I've had for years. I've been holding on to this thing. It's by Anchor Bay, if you can see it there. By Anchor Bay. And it's not the greatest transfer, to say the least. It's very grainy. The colors are washed out. Hard to watch this movie on smart TV today. And I just love the artwork on the front, which you'll see what they sent me with the actual Shout Factory, which I had the original poster of this that I had displayed in the Badraven's Nest before. I should have had it up for this review. I'd already put some other things up. This was a great thing to have because, I mean, this was really valuable at one time. Now that this has actually come out on 4K, I'd say this will drop big time on it, which was fine. I'm going to keep this anyway because I just love this movie so much. But this is what we all came for. This is the whole package from Shout Factory. I was one of the first ones to order it. think it's supposed to come out on the 14th or 15th of this month. Got it today, and this is the 9th. And I was hoping to give it even early because usually I don't get anything early on pre-orders. This one actually came early, and it would probably come even earlier if it wasn't for certain problems. I noticed that when it was shipped on the 2nd of March that it was never picked up, or so it said, by the United States Postal Service. And when it got here delivered today, which was almost, I guess, 10 days later almost or so. Well, not 10 days, about 7 days later. I found out why I didn't get any updates on it. If you can see right here on the package, it's got a sticker over top half of the barcode. And I say they couldn't have actually scanned it at each department to know where it was at, because I don't know why you put a sticker over this. But for some reason, I don't know if Shout Factory did it or the post office did it, but that really slowed it down. Plus, it's media mail at the top. You can see media mail. And that was probably not anything to help it out either. This is a long time wait. You guys waited long enough. And stick around to the end of the video. I'm going to tell you what the picture quality looked like. Maybe show you some video from the actual title menu and everything from the disc. And maybe some screen grabs so that I can give you the best I can. Let's flip this puppy around and see what we got in this great box. All right. Here we are with the great big, beautiful, lovely box from Shout Factory. And see, Shout Factory is in Louisville, Kentucky, which is at the top of Kentucky for me, and I'm at the very bottom in the southeastern part of Kentucky. You wouldn't think it would take 7 days to get there this far from that distance. Media mail is snail mail, I guess. Without further ado, we're going to start cutting this puppy open. Get this side over here. I am so giddy to get this thing open and actually get to lay my hands and eyes on this thing. Alright, got the Shout Factory paper all on here. Alright. We've of course got the poster, and I'll open it up in just a second. That is the one I've gotten, but this is not the 46 by, or I forget what the measurements are of the actual theater size. I think it's like 11 by 17.
47 by 40?
Yeah, 47 by, no. 40?
27 by 40?
27 by 40, yes. It's not that, so this is like third version of it. And here it is. Yes, I started to say it didn't have a slipcover, but it does. Look at that. Look at that awesome cover. Collector's edition on the front of it. Sword and the Sorcerer. 4K ultra high def Blu-ray. Ain't that great? Of course, we got the spine. And we got the back. Can you get a good shot of that? Yes. All right, let me go ahead and open. Let's get the box out of the way.
Okay, there it is.
Get the plastic off of it. Oh, I just love that. It's just so perfect art. The slipcover is a little cheap, feels like. It ain't real solid. I mean, it's alright, you know, nothing wrong with it. But I feel it would be more hard, you know, core stuff, but still it's not going to tear up. But I like that. Of course, you got the front again. Alright. Oh, I like the way that they use the Laserdisc artwork on the, looks like the Blu-ray version. You see it? Remember the old one we had? The Laserdisc, I still have. And then they blow this one up with a 4K. These things will not twist at all. Trying to get them straight for you. Maybe. But that's the inside. There is no outside, no artwork on it, but all 4Ks are pretty much like that. But I still love that. Let's look at the poster. I'll check it. Well, there it is. It's kind of a, I don't even know if I guess that is about 11 by 17, ain't it?
Yeah.
I like my original poster better, but this is I like the colors. They're gonna pop and everything on it. I think it looks okay.
Ugh.
There we go. There's the movie and the thing together. And I'll flip back around and talk to you in just a second. All right. We're going to put the movie in. I got the volume kind of turned down. It's playing the actual music from it. I like it. It looks cool. It's just a stagnant image, but still, it would have been cool to see some scenes from the movie in there. But that I am not asking. I'm not complaining. I still love it. Just to be able to get this is a step above and beyond. So kudos to Shout Factory. All right, let's go to the chapters. Showing them, they're kind of like in black and white, looks like. Well, when you hover over them, they go into color. And you go to the different scenes all the way through the 12th. Because it's got 12 chapters. The final. Alright, so let's go to setup. It's got your audio 2.0 DTS HD master audio, 5.1 DTS HD master audio, audio commentary with Dr. Albert Poon, subtitles, basic stuff. Alright, let's see. Go back and just hit play. Talking about the audio issues they had and had to use from a different track. Wow. Now that's a lot of grain. That looks very grainy. I hope the movie doesn't look like this all the way through. I heard some parts of it do. I like that to make the Sword Sorcerer crisper, but the back part is really, really grainy. It looks like a sea of grain. But I do like how the words are more crisp, showing the character's name. I do like that part, but I said, I don't know if it's showing up on here, but you can definitely see the grain. And there's a few little, I saw some dust on the screen there, it looked like. And it wasn't from my screen either. See if we got any volume here. But you gotta understand, the dark scenes are gonna be grainy.
Long past, the time when the world was young, when sorcery thrived and wild adventure was forever in the offing. And of this epoch, little is known, save that which is veiled in the mists of legendary.
I'm going to skip a little bit.
Our tale begins.
Now this looks really good. Considering the source material, I guess you could say.
Only one army stood between him and the city.
The lighting and stuff is, you know, gives off a certain look. That's kind of disappointing here. I mean, I would expect it to pop better. A lot of grain in the face. Blue eyes show up really well. The darker movie would suffer from this type of look. Some of it looks better than others.
Quiet. You want to get us caught? There are guards everywhere. We should never follow that bitch in here. Quiet, Barnacle. Your world, Your Majesty. Now we have a course. Good God, you've snatched the kingdom! Talon! 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 Talon!
And that is the screenshots. Alright, that is our unboxing and showing you the footage of the actual screen of the movie being played. I have to be brutally honest here, even though I love the purchase and have no regrets getting it, it is super, super grainy. Now, if you're a grain lover, you're going to have all the pleasure in the world to watch this movie, because it is full of grain. Some of it impossibly full of grain. I'm not a grain lover. I can tell you that right from the beginning. I'm not a purist on it. I don't mind grain in my movies, don't get me wrong. Some of it was just too grainy for me to approve. Now, that being said, this DVD, of course, this is the 4K. This one is 10 times worse as far as any kind of picture fidelity, any type of sound, anything. This one is leaps and leaps better than the actual DVD. I can actually make out people. I can actually, the writing and stuff on it was very crisp. Some scenes were really nice, but I would consider more Blu-ray quality than high def. But Blu-ray is still leaps and bounds better than the DVD. So I can't really say anything about this. This is probably the best this movie ever looks. They took it from an actual negative of the print, so I don't see how you clean it up any better. But see, it's such a low budget movie, such film stock probably wasn't the greatest. The lighting probably wasn't the greatest it could have been, and it suffered and made it harder when they tried to produce this on a very high definition scale. It just didn't have all the ingredients to make a great 4K transfer. But like I said, that being said, I still enjoy that they made it at least watchable and very reminiscent of my past of seeing it as a kid. See, we watched these on 4x3 CRTs, and they were never best picture quality. Then it smoothed a lot of stuff out. These days, these movies are blown up and made into, makes it more, any kind of flaw will show up better. But I still give kudos for Shout Factory for trying to make it the best release they could. And I'll be able to watch it now. But I was trying to watch it on my DVD and it was impossible. Now I can actually watch the movie and show it to my son and show him how much I really like this movie. And it's not a great movie by no stretch of the imagination. It's not no Conan. It's not no great sword and sorcery movie. But to me, it is. And that's all what matters. I think this will sell really good with the diehard fans. People that are on the fence probably won't care much for it. I actually love this movie. Any possible upgrade is an okay thing for me. You'll have to decide on your own. I paid like $30-some for this. Shipping everything $45. I think it's worth the pickup if you want to do it. I know this is running very long, and I just wanted to say thank you all for watching, and I appreciate you here on the Bad Raven channel. Please like and subscribe and share this with your friends. There's not many reviews of this movie out there. The unboxing of the new 4K. Please share it to all people that may want to buy this movie. It's definitely a buy on my part. Just know what you're getting into with the grain. That's all I say. We're on our road to 1,000 subscribers, and anything you can do to get us there would be greatly appreciated here on the Bad Raven channel. So I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to talk at you later, and goodbye.